Hey guys, welcome back to Growing with Simon, and in this video I'll show you guys how I propagate my seeds. I use one of these fancy rock wool cubes, but they are fairly expensive here in Canada. I think they go for about 20 to 25 cents a piece, and that adds up very quick. So what I changed to is these nice little cotton balls, and they are about 3 cents a piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put them all here. So in my deep water culture I can put 24 plants. So I'm going to put a few more just in case some of these don't actually work. So you just bunch them all up together like this. Let me just do it here real quick. And so I'm going to do 12 in my deep water culture setup, Swiss chard, and 12 of romaine lettuce. And it's not going to be the little giants like I had before. So here's 15 in here. So this is going to be my romaine, and then I'll do another 15 on this side here, which is going to be the Swiss chard. And you want them facing up like this, not like this. Oops, the camera here, not like this, so that the roots can actually go through a lot easier. I tried it the other way and it didn't work. So it's very simple. For the purpose of this video here, I'm just going to leave them dry for now. I'm going to put my seed on top of them, and then I'm going to go and just wet them with a spray bottle. But because I don't have access to water at this exact moment, I'll be doing that off camera. So here's the romaine. You could put one or you could put two, and if you were to put, for example, 2 of them on it, you just grab the one that would obviously grow the best, and you snip the other one off. And when you wet them a lot. You want this to be like completely saturated because you want the humidity. And after that, you just put a lid on top of your container. Okay, so I think I got 2 for each of the lettuce, so I'll put the seeds back. Okay, so I'm just gonna like push them in a little bit. Not too much. There you go. So now I'm just gonna go and wet them thoroughly, and I'll be right back. All right, so I completely soaked the cotton balls. I did use a spray bottle because the tap water, the pressure would be too high, and I think the seeds would just roll off. So now that this is done, I'm just gonna cover with the lid to keep the humidity inside. And I don't use a grow light right now. I just put them on a shelf, wait a couple days, and then you'll start seeing a couple leaves. And then once that starts to grow, I take the lid off because I don't want any kind of mold issues. And then I usually put them in my system once you see algae on top of the cotton ball. That's usually where when I put it in. So cotton balls, if you have an NFT system, like a rail system, where you have like just a little bit of water trickling down on the bottom, you can definitely just use a cotton ball and put it right in your system. That will work. But in my deep water culture, I can't do that. So I will show you how I do it, and it's a neat little trick. So this is a 3-inch net cup that I'll be using in my mason jar. And this is how I do it. Depending on the root system, if it's one very long root, I will put the root in first, like the cotton ball with the root in first, and then do what I'm doing right now. But because I'm doing a basal one that has already been growing, the roots are they're not very long, but there's a lot of it. They're just gonna sit in the bottom, and then I'm gonna fill it up. So here we go. Long skewer. We're gonna put it in like this. We're gonna put a second skewer in, just like this. Very simple. 2 skewers. So this is, like I said, a basil that has already been growing. And I'm gonna put this just like that, so it holds. And then I'm gonna use some Hydroponic, and we're just gonna put these clay pebbles inside. All over, and this is what's gonna hold the cotton ball and ultimately hold your basil too. So when you buy these, you have to rinse them to remove all the like the powder that's stuck on them. Or not as much powder, but the dust. They do sell these in 2 different sizes. My supplier has only a small bag of the small stuff or a big bag of mixed. I ended up getting a big bag of mixed. So once you have the bottom covered, I just gave it a little bit of a shake to make sure that they're all settled. And they're not gonna move too much. All right, we're gonna keep filling this up. You want to go right to the top because you want to also like stop the light from going in through the side walls of your net cup. So I actually like kind of overload it. Perfect. So as you can tell, it's nice and full. And then remove the skewers. And just like that, for 3 cents, my plant is held. Now the Hydroponic is, a little bit more expensive. You get a big bag for, I don't know, 40 bucks here in Canada, but you can reuse this stuff. So I'll be using this forever. And then it just goes into your mason jar and you put the lid on top once the nutrients are inside of it. So I don't know if I mentioned this in my previous video, I have 1 slot here that is not painted. I put tape on it to prevent the light from going. This is just so I can check the water levels as it grows. I am going to be making a time lapse of these seeds grow. So yeah, that's it for this video, and we'll see you in the next one.